Hi guys, I'm here again with Casper, who is sort of in a playful mood, but he was a bit sick this morning, so anyway, we are going to talk about Casper today. Yes, we're talking about you, aren't we? Are we going to talk about you? Yeah. So Casper is a rescue cat. I got him from a cat rescue place. So I just want to talk about like rescuing instead of like buying a pet from like a pet store or as like a puppy or kitten. Actually going to like some of these pet rescue places, pet shelters, things like that. I'm just going to tell you a bit about the process that I went through anyway with Casper, and yeah. So, yeah, he's in a really playful mood. I got him a little over a month ago now. And for about 2 weeks before I actually got him, I was looking online at different shelters that are near me. And there was like, obviously there was the main ones like the RSPCA, and one of the things that really did sort of turn me off them was their fees for adoption, and also like I've been told by other people it's quite like a long process and it's really tedious, and there was I called them up and they really were not very helpful at all. So I started looking at smaller shelters, and there were a few others that are near me. There was one where they had all the cats online. You could like sort of read their profiles, read a bit about them, like their personalities, how old they were, if they had, medical issues, things like that. And so for about probably 2 weeks, I kept going back to this one website, and I was just drawn to this animal shelter, and Casper was on there. And they were adding like 3 or 4 cats per day. Like they were just inundated with cats, and I think they had like one kitten that was like 6 months old, and the rest were like adult cats. And I just like felt really bad that because they get no government funding, and they just they seemed to really care about the cats, and the adoption fees were like really reasonable. And so I kept looking at the cats each day, and if I could have like adopted all of them, I would have. All of them were beautiful, but I kept going back to Casper's profile online. There was something just like, there was something about him, not just his photo, but like his description. He just sounded like the sort of cat I'd want. He needed a lot of training, and he still does. As you saw before, he was like biting my hand, like he's still learning like the boundaries with playing, and sometimes he can get a bit overexcited. And he doesn't like being brushed, which can be difficult because he has long hair, but he's really loving. So then I called them up and I told them sort of like I'd been looking on their website, and there were a few other cats I was also interested in, but they asked me a few questions, just about like what I was looking for in a cat, just about my life, like would I be able to put in the time to train him for the few things that he needed training. Like he's a pretty good cat. He's like house trained and all that. It was more the playing and stuff like that. And obviously like the grooming and stuff, like having time for that. So I went in and they knew I was looking at Casper. So we went in. They said just come in whenever. We went in one afternoon. And I filled out a form which had just about you, like the sort of house you had, whether you were planning on having an indoor or outdoor cat, or both. Obviously, Casper is like all white, so he needs to be an indoor cat, because white cats are more prone to skin cancer and stuff. So, and I was looking for an indoor cat anyway. So yeah, I just filled out the form about what sort of cat I was looking for, and then someone took me back to where the cats were, and I said straight away, like, I want to see Casper first. Like I said, I was really drawn to him online, and they were like really positive as well. So they got him out, and they said like have a little play with him and all of that. Because they want to, you know, obviously make sure that they're not really that, like, well, that I was happy with him, but also he was happy with me. Because that's important as well, that there's a bond between both the cat and the owner. And yeah, so they asked me to stay until he started biting when he got overexcited, just so I could feel him bite. He doesn't bite hard. He's never broken skin. It's just like, you know, the playful kitten. He's 13 months old, so he's still quite young, but, and like I said, after like 10 minutes, like, yes, like, definitely I want him straight away. And like I was talking to the staff there, and I learnt like some of his backstory, and it was sort of like someone else had adopted him but found him really hard to deal with, so brought him back. And it sounded like he'd been in the shelter for a while, and so yeah, I got him on the 14th of December. Now he's just going to sleep. But when we first brought him home, he just wanted to be around me all the time. Like, he didn't want to be left alone. And, yeah, he's sort of now calmed down, and I bought him like a whole bunch of toys and like a scratching post, and he wasn't really interested. He just was a bit sort of unsure. Sorry, the camera's moving a lot because Casper's moving a lot. He was just a bit unsure of everything, and but now he's settled in, and he's like playing with all his toys, and he's like, he was affectionate straight away, but he's like even more so. I've noticed the last few days he's really like, he curls up on the couch with me, and at the moment he's decided not to look at the camera. Casper, are you going to turn back around? And yeah, he's sort of gotten into a routine now. But I went to a shelter because I didn't want a kitten, like a sort of, 8-week-old kitten, because I didn't want to have to deal with the training, the house training and everything like that. And I wanted a cat a bit like this. So Casper still plays, which is really good. So, we can still be playful, and, he loves the wand toys. So the toys that, you are on the stick and you dangle, like, he loves them. And I got him like this mouse that you pull a string and it goes along, and he's not sure of that one at the moment, but like, he likes playing. But I also wanted a cat that would just like sit with me while watching TV or reading a book or something, or making YouTube videos. And I wanted really just an older cat, just because you can really see what their personality's like. And yeah, so I chose Casper, and now yeah, I don't know. He's adorable. He does have a problem with his eyes. If you see him in my videos, his eyes may look a bit gunky. It's because his tear ducts never formed properly when he was born. So cats normally, when like they get like, you know, the tears and they just sort of go away sort of thing, but his build up around his eyes, so I have to clean his eyes out. And yeah. Are you gonna look at the camera again, Casper? No, he's dissing us now. Look, what's over there? What's over here, Casper? Yeah, he wants to play now. And yeah, so if you are wanting to get a pet, consider going to an animal shelter. And animal shelters are always after like old blankets and towels and things like that. So if you have that, just drop them in. It does help them out a lot, especially the ones that don't get any government funding, because they really do rely on the donations of the public. And basically, there was two more things I wanted to mention. Sorry, I just remembered. One was that Casper came with his vaccinations. He was desexed and microchipped. And basically the fee I paid for him wouldn't have even covered the vet costs for that. So, you know, they do such an amazing job. And when I got him, all the staff were telling me, oh, everyone loves him, he's everyone's favourite cat. And, all the staff came in to say goodbye to him, when we were leaving, which was really nice. And you could tell the staff just, really loved the cats and just wanted the best for them. And I follow them on Facebook now and all of that, and you can email them pictures of updates and stuff like that. So I'm actually planning on doing that probably this week. But they sort of hearing, you know, the happy endings. So yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble on about my cat. Yeah, if you have any questions about adopting a pet from a shelter, because I was a bit unsure at first and then I thought about it, and yeah, just ask in the comments or tell me your story of adopting a pet and put pictures in. I love seeing pictures of dogs and cats and all sorts of animals. Yeah, so the next big challenge we've got now, because he's only ever been around cats, so I'm moving in with someone in probably a month or two who has a dog, so we'll see how that goes. He did see a dog on Christmas Day, and he had no idea what to do. He had no idea what they were. So we'll see how that goes. I will probably let you know. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm really sorry, guys. So yeah, just post your stories of adopting a pet from a shelter, or if you work in a shelter, tell me about that. You guys do an amazing job if you see this. Put pictures of your pets. I like looking at pictures of cats and dogs and all animals. One of my friends has rats, and I like looking at those pictures too of his pet rats. And yeah, tell me what pets you have and put photos, so then I'll be happy. So sorry, this has been a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed, and please comment, share, subscribe, all of that really good stuff. And I will see you next time. He's not going to turn around to say goodbye to you. Are you, Casper? 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 Are you going to say goodbye to everyone? Look, so you can sort of see him. Yeah, I'm turning the camera off. All right, bye, guys.